Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you, give you a little story from my book, Coming Clean, then highlighted in a narco mindset. You know, I remember at the age of 17 when I worked for the Federal Reserve Bank, I had this young girlfriend and she and I would go to parties, and in the 70s, we're talking about, this is 1973, we would go and see people smoking marijuana, and I would look at her and say, hey Nettie, let's go, we gotta leave. I'm a federal employee. I mean, what would happen if they see us around these people? They're crazy. Drugs is only for fools. And I said to myself, I'm gonna live a very, very honest life my father taught me, high morals, integrity. I'm never gonna do anything that's gonna jeopardize my future to one day become a millionaire and become very, very important. So then I remember one day at the age of 20, all of a sudden I find myself working for a little grocery store, doing the accounting for them. And I would go in there and I see $100,000. And I see that and I wonder, how can this little grocery store make so much money? Come back next week, innocently, had no idea. And I see another $125,000. And on to the third week. Finally, the third week, I was just too curious. Didn't suspect anything. So I called the owner over and I said, hey, explain something to me. There's a little something wrong with the math. Yeah, I'm doing your books. I enter all the receipts and you don't buy more than $300, $400 a month worth of goods. And all of a sudden, all I see is this bag with $100,000. Now, I got no idea how you're multiplying this. I mean, the truth of the matter, I didn't know anything about the Bible, because if I knew about the Bible and I thought about Jesus multiplying 3 fish and feeding 5,000, I said, Jesus, you got nothing on this Colombian. I instantly called him over and he starts laughing at me. And he said, George, we're drug dealers. And can you imagine how shocked I was? This kid that by that time had never done any drugs in his life, had never drank alcohol in his life, did nothing but work full-time and went to school full-time, find out he was working for drug dealers. You know how long it took me to get over it? About 20 seconds. 20 seconds was all I needed to convince myself that I was an accountant. Because in the back of my mind, listen, I'm not going to do nothing wrong. I'm just going to do the books for these people. I'm going to open foreign bank accounts for them. I'm going to make money. And as long as I don't mess with the drugs, hey, I'm an accountant. That's what I went to school for. That's what I get paid for. But you know what? The reality of life, that was a lie. That was a lie, because that was the day I crossed a line. And the day in life you cross a line, then the line starts to become thinner. It's like the first time I cheated on my ex-wife, man, I couldn't sleep for a week. The second time I couldn't sleep for a day. The third time was oh, that's just normal. That's what men do. When we cross that line, we have no idea where it's going to lead us to. I crossed that line in 75. By 1976, I was U.S. head of all operations for the group that the media went on to name the Medellin Drug Cartel, importing over 95% of all the cocaine that came into America, making between $1 million and $3 million a month. I crossed that one line from where I said I'm never going to do this in my life to all of a sudden not giving a damn about what I did. Because at the end of the day, hey, you know what? The means nothing. The outcome is what matters. So how do we protect ourselves from that? We got to draw long and straight lines. And I think the best way for me today, how I protect myself, is finding someone that's dear to you that you can be totally transparent with and be accountable to. That you can share your goals, you can share your transgression, you can share your weaknesses. Knowing that you're not going to be judged, I'm going to pray for you, it's going to help you to make that line stronger. Have a wonderful